In this video, we will carefully discuss exactly how to do it. To give you a practical example, when you send order information to the kitchen, well, that process is done by entering commands or typing information into the system. Once that data is processed, the kitchen team will use their printer to get a physical copy of the order for the chefs. All right? So you might be wondering, how exactly do we perform this task? Let me provide you with some more examples to illustrate the point, like for table number 1, for instance. So for the very first table, how do we successfully transmit the order information to the kitchen? There is some detailed information here, and over here there are specific individual items called dish controls, and this is the message area for information. The MSG here isn't monosodium glutamate, it's short for message, which means sending information to the kitchen. The system is designed so that, well, whenever there's something to notify. Now, as for the kitchen area, basically, you don't actually need to walk into the kitchen to tell the chefs what to do. Basically, that's not necessary at all. If there's anything you need, you just electronically send over a quick message here, and a small slip of paper will be printed out right in the kitchen. All right, so how exactly do you do it? Let me give you a quick example. Let's say for this specific table right here. So, after they've finished the appetizer, you notify the kitchen to serve the second course, the second dish, by simply pressing this button. Then just press OK. The kitchen will then automatically receive a printed order slip, which will say, for example, table number 1. Now go ahead and serve the second course, consisting of 2 plates, as indicated on the printout. Both Chinese and English are fine. Just now, that was to notify the kitchen to serve the second course, 2 plates. Then things like crispy duck or steamed dumplings, those are served as the second course. That's the second course finished. Now, if you want the kitchen staff to begin serving the main course, you need to send in another small slip of paper. Then you send that physical ticket directly to the kitchen. Yes, the kitchen receives it, and as soon as they see, oh, table 1, please serve the main course, they immediately start preparing the final dishes for the guests. So what can we say about these messages and this information? They can be fully customized to your needs. This is actually an incredibly common practice used in many restaurants, for example, to notify the kitchen staff to pause cooking for a while, or to hold off on serving the dishes before they are ready. Because sometimes, especially with Western customers, they really want to enjoy a few drinks and chat for a bit longer. Sometimes guests just want to chat with friends and aren't in any hurry to eat, so this is a great way to notify the kitchen to temporarily hold off on preparing the next course. Essentially, you're asking to temporarily hold off on serving. But if the customer says they need to catch a train, then for that specific table, you notify the kitchen to start preparing. In other words, for table number 1, everything for that table needs to be sped up. Basically, please hurry up. All right, so those were just a few preset and predefined options, specifically that we have just finished looking at together just now at this moment. Yes, and some of these are also notifications for the kitchen. These markers right here are for individual dishes. This one is for broader general notifications, like telling the staff not to start cooking the main course just yet. So these are for broader instructions, and these others are for various other needs. These settings are for each individual dish, so the specific dish control settings we have here are for each specific dish. All right, so the guest explicitly mentioned to me at the time that the shredded chicken dish was to be carefully packed up as a takeout order to bring home and share with the rest of the family. So in this case, let's go ahead and notify the kitchen staff immediately. Please let the kitchen know that this shredded chicken dish will need to be packed for takeout. Once you click the Accept button, the kitchen will receive a small physical slip of paper. On this specific slip, it will clearly say shredded chicken, and in parentheses, it will say reprint, which indicates it is a reprinted order. So when the kitchen staff sees this slip, they will immediately know it is a dish that was previously ordered, rather than a brand new one. Because the parentheses indicate that it's a modification, the kitchen will pack up the dish accordingly. In situations like this, we usually follow the guest's request to pack up the food so they can take the leftovers home and avoid waste. Sichuan prawns. All right, wow, to be honest, it's been quite a long time now. We've been waiting for a while, and the dish still hasn't arrived yet. still hasn't been served to the guest. So the guest urged us, and it turns out the kitchen forgot about it. Then we just press it, meaning we notify that the Sichuan prawns need to be served immediately. Basically, it's to remind the kitchen to hurry up and get the dish out. All of these settings can be fully adjusted and customized to your needs. For example, this traditional Kyoto-style ancient dish should normally be an appetizer, right? But if I set it here as a main course, then the order won't be printed with the appetizers. Instead, it will be categorized and served together with the main courses, along with other dishes like curry and other main dishes. So all of these specific settings and configurations can be customized. So these, well, they are very flexible. We have these predefined because these are the most common ones. So when sending information to the kitchen, there are mainly two places where you can send it to the kitchen.